Thousands of noisy protesters have resurrected the so-called Occupy movement in Sydney and Melbourne.
Angry over what they see as vulgar corporate greed, they remained peaceful but persistent.
At the centre of local government, they gathered, joining in a global push for change. Thousands of disaffected protesters met at Town Hall at midday to march down Sydney's main streets under a heavy police presence. Workers, activists and families.
Why should workers on the other side of the globe just sit there and say, oh, well, I'm okay? That's a very selfish attitude.
Interest groups as varied as they were vocal.
We are the 99%! We are Occupy Sydney!
Police yesterday dropped their Supreme Court action which would have prevented this as long as they stayed away from several key city landmarks.
I'm here because I'm very concerned about the inequality of the division of wealth in the world.
But shutting down Saturday shopping in the city won the group few friends.
Blocking George Street's not going to help and wasting hundreds of police time.
Still, they vowed to keep up their protest until real change is achieved.
I camped out on the first night, so I've been there every day since except for the police raid.
After agreeing to alter their route today, the Occupy Sydney movement has returned here to Martin Place, the scene of last month's violent clash with police.
40 people were arrested in a dawn raid on Martin Place that cut short a week-long sit-in. This afternoon, rallies were held outside the Reserve Bank. Tuesday's interest rate cut, the first in 2.5 years, failing to quell protesters' fury inside the banking district. Scorn for big bank greed was on display south of the border. Hundreds of Occupy Melbourne protesters marched through the CBD. City Square, the seat of alleged police misconduct, including assaults and more than 100 arrests, was this afternoon relatively peaceful. Jacqueline Maddock, 10 News.
And the protesters have moved on to Sydney's Hyde Park, from where 10's Melinda Nusafora joins us now. And Mel, how have police reacted to the move?
Well, Matt, there's still a huge number of police here and the situation still feels quite tense. The police had given the protesters until 4:30 this afternoon to end their occupation at Martin Place, and there was a lot of police on guard there, ready to enforce that. But instead of ending their protest, they've simply moved down the street a little bit and they're now here at Hyde Park. There are about 100 protesters who say they're going to defy police orders and occupy the park indefinitely. Now, the police have also relocated their large contingent of mounted police, of riot squad officers and even mobile holding cells. They say that they're not going to let them take over the park, but we're just not sure how that's going to play out at this stage. The police have positioned themselves around the fringes of this protest, and it looks sure to be quite a tense standoff well into this evening.
Melinda Nusafora reporting for us live in Sydney.